traders, perspective really matters in trading. Analyzing the market based on mid-term, short-term or long-term perspective, we can get completely different outcomes. And here on EuroCAD, with the proper wave analysis, I will show you how changing the perspective, we can get very surprising view on the pair. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's start. So let's start with the short-term and mid-term perspective on EuroCAD. Following the impulses, we can see that for quite a while the market was trading in a bearish trend. Identifying the impulse lags, identifying the impulses, you can see that for quite a while the pair was falling. And here we got a massive, strong bearish wave. If we pay attention to the lower highs over here, we can even spot the channel. Yes, first of all, here we have the falling resistance, and right here we have the falling support. So that the market was trading within this major strong falling parallel channel. But then once that structure support was reached, once that key level was reached, we broke above the channel. We violated that to the upside, and right now you can see that the market is trading above, beyond the boundaries of the channel. And what does it mean to us? Basically, analyzing the short-term perspective, you can see that from a current perspective, the market is ranging. We are trading within this horizontal trading range. Yes, you can see how perfectly the price respects the resistance of that range and how perfectly the price respects the support of the range. And where will be our safest points to buy and sell EuroCAD? And because the market is ranging, of course, the resistance of the range can give us a very nice point for shorting. Yes, and once the resistance of the range is reached, we can look for shorting opportunities from here. And same thing with the support of the range. Once the support of the range is reached, we will look for buying opportunities from here. We can see that just based on the recent past, the price, each and every time once the price tests this strong structure support, we see very strong bullish movement. So once the support of the range is reached, we will look for the confirmation to buy the market. Sounds like a solid analysis, right? But we have forgotten here one thing. We have forgotten to analyze the long-term perspective. And some traders may say that it doesn't matter right here. We are intraday traders and for us such analysis is enough. But sometimes long-term perspective can dramatically change the entire mid-term and short-term outlook. So let's analyze the long-term perspective as well. Hey traders, if you want to learn wave analysis, if you want to see how I apply all these techniques live, you will definitely enjoy my premium educational group. On live streams with my students, I show how I analyze the waves. We analyze the short-term, the mid-term, the long-term perspective of the market, and I teach you how to apply all that in a combination so that we could make accurate trading decisions. On my website, vasilytrader.com/private group, you can actually look inside the group. You can see what is inside. It is very practical. You will get the copy of my ebook with my trading strategy as well, so definitely check it. The link in the description below. Let's continue. What I will do right here, I will simply zoom out the chart. Here I want to see the perspective of the market for the last couple of years. It will help us to get the global bias, it will help us to get the understanding of what is actually happening with the market. And the first thing to note is that the market is trading in a global bullish trend. You can see that for the last 8 years the market is steadily growing. And here we can actually spot a lot of very important points. So far we can spot right here the current structure high, we can spot the structure low, and also we can spot very important high lows that the price sets. Yes, over here we have this high lows, and so far you can see that they represent this steady bullish trend on the pair. What else can we spot right here? If we pay close attention to the last high lows, we can actually spot right here the trend line. If we draw the trend line from that low, from low of 2015, and draw it based on the recent high low right here, we can actually spot a very peculiar trend line. And you can see that that trend line so far is respected more than 3 times. Yes, and after each and every test of that trend line, we see very strong bullish reactions from that, especially this time when the price started to grow like crazy. And why do we need that trend line right here? Does this trend line change our perspective on our midterm and short-term analysis on EuroCAD? Let's check. Returning back to our midterm and short-term perspective, you can see that the horizontal structure support that we previously spotted for potential buying, it is no more valid for our analysis. Why? Imagine that we have the bearish rally, and with this bearish rally we reach that structure support. What will it mean for the long-term traders, for the institutional traders? It will signify the violation of that major trend line. And of course, the violation of that major trend line will be a very strong bearish signal. Yes, so far buyers are willing to buy from that trend line. We see very strong bullish reactions from that. But once we see its breakout, it will lead to a very strong bearish wave. And of course, most likely that structure support will be broken as well. Or we will see just a minor pullback from that to retest the broken trend line and then go lower. So you can see that this trend line completely changes our structure analysis right here. It changes our bias right here. And never forget to analyze the long-term perspective. Quite often you will find there some important trend line, some important horizontal structure level, and it will dramatically affect the entire perspective. Right, traders, in order to accurately trade the market, in order to accurately predict the future market behavior, it is very important for you to learn to analyze the long-term perspective, short-term perspective, and mid-term perspective. And in my view, accurate trading is possible only when you learn to apply all that in a combination. Only then you will see the dramatic increase in your trading performance. And of course it takes time. It takes time. It is quite hard to combine this long-term thinking with the short-term thinking, but that is what you must learn to do. For more education, for more tips, don't forget to check my premium educational group. As you know, I do the live streaming for my students. We do the wave analysis as well, and I teach how to combine the long-term and mid-term perspective analyzing different charts. Also, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also please leave a love the comment. It motivates to record more videos for you. Thank you so much for watching.